We are not going with Tesla Solar, and we're not getting Tesla Powerwalls in our house. Oh, I broke one.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, just broke my roof. This is the roof of the home that we are building, and these are the tiles. We've had 3 videos updating you guys and showing you the house build process. This has been such a fun thing to do and kind of wild to design everything from the ground up. There's been 2 common questions that we're gonna answer in today's video. Are you going to be using Tesla roof tiles and Tesla Powerwalls? And then second, we'll get to the second one later. I'm not gonna tell you yet. What is this called? These are just black concrete tiles that we're putting all over the roof. That's what we're doing on our roof. We are not going with Tesla Solar, and we're not getting Tesla Powerwalls on our house. This wasn't a decision that I made. Oh, I'm so scared to walk on this now. I don't wanna break them. Let me get to a better spot. We tried. We reached out to Tesla. We went on the website. We put in a deposit months and months ago for the Powerwalls. In fact, we've even earned a free Powerwall because of the referrals that you guys have given us from ordering Teslas using our code. Thank you a lot for that. Tesla Solar and Tesla Powerwalls are really not that available in most parts of the country. About a month ago, I got an email from the guy that runs all of Tesla Powerwalls and solar. He's in Las Vegas, Nevada. That covers our area, which is in southern Utah. And he said, congrats, you've earned a free Powerwall. Unfortunately, there are no Tesla certified installers in your area, so we'll give you $5,500 off of a Tesla. I'm like, that's fantastic. And a lot of people will be like, yes, that is great. $5,500 off of a car that you can basically never get discounts off of. The problem is, I already have 3 Teslas. Like, do I need another one? This credit expires in 12 months. If we get Tesla certified installers in your area, then you can get the Tesla Powerwall. Or you need to buy a Tesla within the next 12 months using the $5,500, or your $5,500 just disappears. I said, great, we're building a house right now. We want that Powerwall. How about I pay extra to get a certified installer from Las Vegas, or even from Salt Lake City, Utah, to come down. I'll pay them to install the Powerwalls. I need to buy 1 or 2 more on top of the one free one. You can't even bring a certified installer to this area. So I think it's quite interesting considering that in Q1 2019, Tesla solar sales were down, I think it was around 10% compared to the quarter of the last year. And the sales have been declining each quarter. Powerwall sales are up a little bit, but the more that I've been looking into this, the more that I've found that there are people all over the United States that have put in their pre-orders for their Powerwalls and want Tesla solar and these roof tiles, and they just can't get it. It's kind of a frustrating thing, and it's like, hey, Tesla, take my money. And Tesla's like, hey, we don't have enough capacity on our batteries at Gigafactory 1. We don't want your money. But at the same time, they were like 3 weeks away from going bankrupt last year. So it's kind of a strange thing, and I hope that they can figure out their supply so that they can make more batteries so that people can get their Powerwalls. Let's get off the hot roof. It's super hot and I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. And I wanna show you some of the things that we're doing inside of the house that are helping us be a little bit more energy efficient, so that hopefully will compensate for some of the things that we're losing by not having solar and having the sun run it. And if you think I'm just like not a fan of the Powerwalls, that's not the case. In fact, Lincoln and I met Bill Gates 3 or 4 years ago in New York, and Lincoln was allowed to ask him one question. And I think this was the month after Tesla came out, announced their Powerwalls. And Lincoln said,
you talked about a lot with energy in your letter. So what do you think of the Tesla home battery?
It's still not cheap enough that it's not as inexpensive as getting the power from your utility. If they can make those batteries about 5 times cheaper, then it really lets you use your own solar panels. But not yet. Batteries are tough to improve. I've invested in a lot of battery companies, and they're all sort of having a tough time getting the cost down. The key thing is reusing the battery about 10 times more than works right now, and testing whether they've been able to make it last, instead of 300 cycles, 3,000 cycles. That's turned out to be very hard to do.
Bill Gates kind of was caught off guard because Lincoln was just this cute little kid with blonde hair in the green room before he went out to see like some talk show thing. And he kind of stuttered with his question. And then he just kind of said, you know, the technology's not quite there. The batteries don't have enough storage. I mean, Bill's a really smart guy. I think Bill maybe is a little bit wrong as far as like the storage and the ability not being there. It appears when I read through the Tesla financials that it really is just the constraints of not having enough production of batteries. And this is something that whether you're talking to Mercedes or BMW or Honda or GM or Tesla, really the battery cells are the thing that's really holding back all these car manufacturers from putting out cars. And so I'm sure Tesla was like, okay, Model Y, Model 3 production, or Powerwalls that we get to give to people that are putting solar on their house. And the car is probably a lot more profitable and says more about the brand than the Powerwalls. Tesla, if you can make it available, that'd be great. I just want to be able to store that energy during the day so that when I park our electric cars during the night, it can charge those cars even when the sun is down. That's how big the window is. This is to scale right there. Thank you, Vanna White.
We wanted to choose windows that were extremely energy efficient. So we ended up going with a wood clad window. They'll have a wood framed cased window, and on the outside, it's a solid extruded aluminum. So it's very energy efficient, very strong, very durable.
We spent a little bit more money, right? It costs more money to get windows that are more energy efficient. And whether your windows are big or small, especially when they're big though, it does make a difference on how much heat and cool air is coming into your house. If you look up at the roof, see how shiny that is right there?
It's called Tech Shield. It acts as a radiant barrier, which allows the attic space to be about 25 to 30 degrees cooler. The Markham spent about $3,000 more to do the entire house. But that being said, they have big tall ceilings, big pitches.
So those are the first two things that we've done to save money on our energy efficiency and so that we don't have to use the AC and the heater as much. We have 3 more things that we'll list in this video that we've done early on in order to make sure this is energy efficient.
We chose to do 2x6 construction instead of 2x4 construction.
6 inches by 2 inches. You have more space in between the outside and the inside of the home. You have 6 inches of insulation versus just the 4 inches. Right now we're up in the bonus room that I showed you in the last video. When it comes to the roof for insulation, places like this are really tough because look how tight this is. Look at this space. Sometimes it's hard to just stick some insulation in there. So what we're thinking about doing is potentially doing a spray insulation, which it's like a foam. It expands and fills in every little crevice, and then they just like come in and scrape it off. How much more expensive do you think it would be if we did the spray foam stuff?
It's probably close to 3 times as much as normal insulation.
Leslie?
Well, I like to save money, but I also recognize energy efficiency is super important. So, depends on what the number is, but I think it probably is worth it.
All right. Okay, the number 5 thing that we did to save money on energy efficiency, we're in this little cave that we built, which I love, by the way. Look at this. Not sponsored by Bryant, but there's a Bryant HVAC. We've got this giant one with the cotton candy alien things that London likes to call them right there, the transporters.
Standard furnace is 80% efficient. We ended up upgrading you guys to a 95% efficient unit.
If I lived in San Diego, like my friend Ben from Teslanomics, I asked him, because I know he has solar on his house, I'm like, how much does your energy cost? Here with Dixie Power, it's 6 cents per kilowatt. Is that what it is?
Correct.
6 cents per kilowatt. Ben was telling me that during peak time, which is pretty much the entire day while the sun's up, he can get up to 48 or 52 cents per kilowatt. And so it's pretty ridiculous. Like you pay off your solar in a really short amount of time, where if we got solar here, the rates are already so inexpensive that it would actually take us longer to pay it back. Instead of 5 years, it might take 15 years to pay back the cost of the solar. Stay tuned for the next update video. Let us know what you'd like to see in it, and we'll bring the kids and check it out. We've got some crazy stuff going on potentially with the Wi-Fi, the network, the speakers, and all kinds of stuff. So get ready for some fun smart home content, because it might blow your mind. How are we supposed to get on the roof? We don't have a ladder.
Yeah. I never know about these plans of yours.
It wasn't a plan. It just happens. I got the drone up here in the sky so that we can get a shot, so that if I do fall, at least we have it from 2 camera angles. No standing. Take her up. I'm ready. Whoa, okay, it's going backwards. Okay, I'm gonna hold on. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, you're so far down there. Oh, look at my feet. This is awesome and not safe. This is the part where I just casually walk onto the house like a boss. Yep. Oh yes, I didn't fall. We did it. Are you getting some good Instagram stories of your smart husband?
You're super smart.
Leslie, I'm gonna give you the camera. Say 1, 2, 3. You probably have to open your eyes for
Okay,
it.
go.
Though. You sure you're good?
It's giving me anxiety.
1, 2, 3, or 3, 2, 1?
Stop, just do it.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my God,
Yes! Oh!